Hey everyone, Richard from Digital Foundry here, and yes, we are playing Apex Legends on the PC this time around. We've already looked at the console versions. This time it's time to play it on PC. It's a game that is based on a three-man squad. So joining me in real time, in-game, John Linneman.
Hey Rich, how's it going? I am the jump master, as you can see. We haven't dropped yet because we've got to see how the frame rate holds up here. But yeah, we are also joined, I should say, by Alex Battaglia.
Oh yeah, I'm cruising at 57 FPS right now. It's extreme.
I'm on the mid-50s as well. Oh, now I'm sort of slightly under.
I'm in the mid-50s as well.
Yeah, mid-50s as well. Interesting.
Yeah, it's doing okay.
So, I guess we should probably explain what we're doing here.
Yes. Because I think people might have a heart attack when they see my stream. But,
Richard, take the point.
No, you guys go for it. Let's start with John, since he is using the most powerful system here.
So yeah, the idea here is that we're actually recording and playing simultaneously. This is not like a pre-captured kind of thing. It's almost like a stream. We're probably going to lose, but we're all running different PC configurations to see how it stacks up against it. So in my case, I am running with the GTX 2080 Ti. Sorry,
RTX.
In my case, I'm running with the RTX 2080 Ti paired with the Intel i9 7900X and 32 gigs of memory. And over there on the right side of the screen, you have all the RTSS goodness you could ever want, showing all 20 threads. And I am running the game with all settings turned up at native 4K without dynamic resolution scaling. And it's pretty good thus far, but not perfect. But yeah, what about you guys? What are you guys running over there?
Yeah, Alex, why don't you go next?
I'm running a GTX 1060 right now with a Core i5-8400 with 16 gigabytes of RAM at 2,667 megahertz, all on an SSD, 1080p. The highest settings you can go, minus the VRAM, essentially being set to the 6 gigabyte setting to make sense for the GTX 1060 essentially, and without res scaling. So right now I'm kind of at 99 GPU. Oh my god, this is
We're getting shot.
99% GPU utilization the entire time I'm playing. I'm below 60 majority of the. Oh, and it's dropping right now.
Mine's dropping like a stone, 37 frames per second. My god.
So yeah, it's I mean, right now you can already say like the highest settings, like as they are, this is not running very well on the GTX 1060, but. I'd imagine it's probably just bottlenecked right now by resolution. It needs to drop.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Somebody just died. Oh,
I got pretty much.
This is going well, isn't it?
I'm down.
We're all dead, so that was a pretty brutal.
I basically got face stomped. Yeah.
So we've just discovered the challenge of trying to describe what's happening with PCs while also trying to play. And also, I should note, because I need to capture this at 4K, I have paired myself with an Xbox One gamepad, which is not something you would normally do in a PC game. And it is, going against mouse and keyboards. That's how it goes. But I say are we all out?
We are out. We're
squad eliminated. Big bright letters.
So let's leave the match and get started for another round.
So space bar to return to lobby. Let's do this. Leave match. Yes.
So I'm ready to go. So let's get this straight. John, you've got like $1,000 CPU with like $1,000 GPU. Am I right?
Yeah, that's pretty much right.
Okay, good. And Alex, you are kind of in the mid-range there with pretty much the most popular GPU and a very, very good mainstream GPU.
CPU. Yeah, I've always liked using the system, and it never seems to be CPU limited in most games.
Okay, so somebody needs to press the party ready button. Is it you again, Alex?
That would be, it's me.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, basically a high-end rig running at 4K, a mid-range rig running at 1080p, and well, let's talk about my system, which is very special. So yeah, I mean, how can I put this? Well, I'd say that my entire GPU and CPU setup is costs $100, $99, and Well, actually, let's put it a different way. I was testing this week the Radeon 7, which is AMD's new high-end GPU, and I've actually gone one better. I've got Vega 8 graphics here. It's the Ryzen 3 2200G, and I'm attempting to run this game, which is fairly demanding, I think, on integrated graphics with just 4 CPU cores, Ryzen CPU cores. And yeah, we're back into the kind of initial drop-off section now.
I'm 30 FPS.
I'm at 52.
I'm at 58 to 60.
I don't know what's going on here.
This is Dark One X is once again the jump master.
I don't know why I'm so completely. For some reason, I'm much lower FPS than I was at the beginning of the last game.
Let's get this straight. My Ryzen is outperforming.
Yeah.
We need to talk about settings at some point, because obviously I will have shown what the game actually looks like for me. It's probably not quite as impressive as it is for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think this, like, just to talk about the engine as, like, we're coming off, it's this modified source engine that we've seen since Titanfall 2, where Titanfall 2, I mean, looked a lot better than Titanfall 1 in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's a huge upgrade.
Yeah,
it's a huge upgrade, like just in terms of post-processing. It doesn't have as much of a source look anymore, I would say, at all. You know, there's like real-time shadows everywhere. They use volumetric lighting now in the engine. They switched over from, you know, like MSAA, which was in the original Titanfall, to actually really nice temporal super sampling and anti-aliasing. And yeah, it just looks way better. But this is kind of different. There's a lot more vegetation everywhere. And that's why I think it's actually, in general, a heavier game in the base gameplay. Like Titanfall 1 and 2 were very heavy as soon as like you got in mech on mech action. With you know, hot mech on mech action with that, with all those alpha effects flying everywhere, just, you know, dripping alpha effects everywhere. And this is different. There's less kind of hardcore alpha effects constantly on screen and more long view distances filled with vegetation. And that's what I think is kind of testing my GPU a lot right now. And it's when you look over a field versus when you're inside a building, there's quite a difference in the way it runs.
Well, I just got double teamed, guys. I took out one guy, and then somebody else came up behind me and took me out.
We're going to recover you right now if we can. I have no weapons though, so I'm basically as good as my punches.
There's a guy here who I'm going to gun down. I don't know if I got him there.
I'm right behind them now, punching away, and I just punched you to death. And I just punched Bangalore right now.
I'm down as well.
I just punched them all to death though, so I'm gonna revive you.
That was pretty good work there. Did you get both of them there, Alex?
Yeah, I did.
with punches.
I mean, I am basically the Splinter Cell.
Yeah, recover that banner, man.
I have no idea how to do this game.
Oh no! Deliver to the beacon now.
I don't know what I'm doing. I have honestly no idea what I'm doing.
So yeah, basically there's a beacon. It's a green thing on the map, and you have to take John there to
revive him. Yeah, see, I've played basically about one game
of
this in full before.
Stop. Look on your up there.
Oh yeah, let's go up there. Yeah. Thank you for pinging. Did you just ping that? Is it on the other side of the rock face or through the hill?
Through the hill. Actually,
I don't know.
We'll find out.
It's kind of hard to see. It looks like there it is.
So this is interesting then, because I'm currently using the I'm watching Alex play here, so I'm spectating him, and so it does allow for a direct visual comparison, but at the same time, the camera movement as translated by their network is extremely choppy, so it looks terrible in motion, even though the frame rate is still 60 FPS. It just doesn't look smooth. There we go.
A lot of games I've played have been plagued by this issue. Like pretty much almost all multiplayer games until like a couple of years ago had really bad spectate options. In first-person spectate, I think it has to do with the interpolation and things like that. I don't want a shotgun. I'm going to pick up an assault rifle.
Is John back yet? Have you revived him?
I'm just dropping in. Look up.
They do use the Titanfall effect, by the way, when you drop in. There's like it didn't show there, but there's like a large lens flare and things like that, usually.
So I'm going to talk about my settings because obviously I'm getting 60 frames per second on integrated graphics here, and questions have to be asked. How is Yeah, how? So let's pop into my settings here. You can see here that my resolution native is 1600 by 900, 900p. Triple buffered VSync, adaptive resolution. Yes, I'm using DRS, dynamic resolution scaling, and I've got it set to 66 frames per second to give me a bit of overhead there. I'm actually, even though I only have 2 gigs of VRAM, I've set it to 4. It seems to be okay. AF at 16x. And you can see here the rest of the settings are basically a mixture of low, medium and high, which I've kind of been experimenting with before we set up this play. And you know, it is 60 frames per second on integrated graphics.
Hey, and you know what? While we're doing this, how about I pop into my options menu while I'm protected in this corner, and we'll just quickly walk through the settings here before the thing closes.
Yeah.
So if we pop into the in-game menu here for me, I am running, as you can see, at native 4K here. Field of view 90 is just the default. Triple buffer VSync. And then everything's cranked up except for spot shadow detail, which I left at the default of high. But every other setting is pushed to high or insane in the case of texture streaming budget. And yeah, I mean, so it's pretty much just about as high as it'll go. And as you guys have seen thus far, we're mostly getting a locked 60 FPS with an occasional skip or dip here and there. But it's very smooth overall, and it looks awesome. It's very, very crisp.
I do really like the anti-aliasing in this game. I am not running DRS still, just to kind of prove a point almost. But I think it's better in this game to compromise on a handful of... Oh, yeah, slide.
Let's slide.
It's better to compromise on a couple of settings, probably like spotlight shadow detail, and presumably a couple of the distance slider settings regarding vegetation and model detail, rather than just immediately compromising resolution. Because, oh god, my frame rate's terrible right now. It's 45.
And by the way, we have to jump in there because that was like one of the coolest things I've ever done in this game. I slid down the hill into a guy and killed him. That was great.
I do like the mud, though. I mean, it's just the normal map's texture, but it does look pretty great.
I've got some sort of network problem here because I'm just sort of... everything is frozen.
Oh no.
So we lost Richard. So this is how it goes sometimes when you're playing games like Apex. Alex and I are still in the match. We're dealing with some dudes here.
I have a shotgun out for some reason.
Watch out!
One X just killed that.
Somebody
who's dancing everywhere. What was that person doing?
I'm out of my good ammo, so I'm down to this. Oh no, there they are.
I'm deploying a healing drone. Either way,
They're over there. I can ping.
I just can't believe I'm missing all of this excitement.
Okay, I wish I had a grenade. I'm gonna go in there with the shotgun.
Okay, I'm down. I need your help, Alex.
Yeah, I'm too busy missing.
No, just come over here and revive me.
Yeah, I was killing the person first.
Oh, okay.
One thing I want to say is I'm not playing with my normal mouse. This is an excuse, but a good one. I'm playing with some kind of less. Let's just say
you're playing with a weird mouse. I'm playing with an Xbox pad, and
that you're even getting any kills is impressive. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Now I just need more ammo.
Yeah, I need some ammo too. So our objective in this game, before we keep talking about technicals, we're just killing other squads essentially as the map gets smaller.
That's battle royale.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's
survival to the end. It's battle royale. That's how it rolls, dude.
I just kind of miss those old days where I was, planting a bomb or capturing a flag. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
This is pretty fun. Actually, I like this. This is good stuff. And for those still watching this at this point, this really is a bizarre thing. This is like the Digital Foundry stream, but like, posted after the fact. So yeah, look at this water here. I'm not a huge fan of the water.
There's the reflections in the game in general are pretty rough. They just look to be like very generic cube maps placed around the level, and here it's like barely anything.
I also really need healing, by the way. Do you have any healing items?
I have a healing drone, and I just said pass me that sugar. So
here, drop that drone for me, and then let's talk about the graphics. So one thing I just noticed is whatever the drone effect is, it's causing my frame rate to go to the mid-50s.
I'm at 47 when I'm getting hit with the drone. And yeah, I don't know if it's like a full on-screen like alpha overlay or something like that, but it's definitely doesn't do very well for the frame rate.
Oh, now we're back up to 60.
All right.
So yeah, I did notice if you look out here, Alex,
Yeah.
I can use this ping to see the LODs kind of fading in and out there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see that?
Yeah, like when you move closer, backwards and forwards. Yeah, you can see it. I can see it on my PC too.
Imagine playing on a team with us. How frustrating that would be. I love this grass though. The grass is actually pretty nice.
I'm really tempted though to put on DRS right now just to see how low it does scale. So let me run to my menu here and do
this
that.
is what happens when you're playing with us. Now I'm going to try to protect you by hanging out here.
I'm just doing that Digital Foundry thing of, spending. Do you want to change? Discard? Of course I want to apply. Yeah, whoa, that's pretty low res.
Leave it that way.
When I look over there. Yeah.
But are you at 60?
I am, yeah, that's the one thing. The DRS in Titanfall 2 and in this game is just, I love it. I mean, it's a choice. You can actually technically turn down or up the FPS target at whatever resolution you want, and you can control its aggressiveness that way. You could put it on like 45, for example, and let it be less aggressive then.
Alex, come here. Look at these barrels, this barrel material. I'm a big fan of this. This is great stuff.
I like it a lot. Big fan of this too. It reminds me of Source Engine, but in a good way.
So I say we should go find some action and then maybe try to get Richard back in on this crazy stream of madness.
Yeah.
We should do streaming maybe. I don't know. It could be interesting because talk about I love the volumetric lighting in this game. Actually, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I do like it. Actually, if we're that's like one thing that was added to Titanfall 2, which really helped the game's graphics out. But another thing that was on PC, at least for Titanfall 2, was a setting for HBAO Plus from NVIDIA.
And that was removed for this, wasn't it?
That was removed, and instead they've gone with a more generic screen space ambient occlusion approach that probably applies relatively well across all hardware. Even though HBO Plus these days runs really well on AMD hardware, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
But they also probably did it for the generic reason of consoles now, or at least some of them, are using SSAO, right, John?
Yeah, exactly. The Pro and the X both have SSAO now, which was not the case in Titanfall 2, which is cool.
I do like that it is there on consoles now, but it does kind of look pretty Halo-y at some point, like a big blotch underneath someone. I'm not a fan of the way that looks.
Yeah.
But it's good that all platforms are getting it now.
I see.
Ooh, there's just a shotgun on the ground.
There's somebody out there taking shots at us.
Oh, he's right behind us.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna charge him because that's what I do. I'm Oscar Mike. Yeah, I'm gonna just. Oh God, John, right behind you, John. You're being shot by a sniper.
Okay, I'm gonna go out this way.
Oh, John, go in the building again. Go in the building again. Pick me up. I'm coming to you.
Yeah, get in here, dude.
I'm in here.
I'm reviving you.
This reminds me very much so of Gears of War at this point, kind of moving on the ground like that.
I just realized there's another tactical reason to use that smoke there, because it actually causes the frame rate to dip.
One thing also that Titanfall 2 did really well was first-person animations from guns, and this guy auto-knocked me down. What kind of gun would do that?
Oh, I'm down too.
Yeah. It's good that we're dead, though. We can get...
Yeah, let's get Richard back in. So we're going to leave match. Get back in there.
Yeah, it takes a second.
Would you like to hear my detailed technical analysis of the party screen? Because it's awesome.
Yeah, please.
Get it up.
I've been looking at it for the last 7 or 8 minutes while listening to Alex get into an extended state of panic.
That's my usual multiplayer state, I think, though.
So what's everybody's memory usage and VRAM usage at currently?
I'm running around, in-game it was hovering around above 5, going up to 6, but I think it's just caching above, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and normal memory usage around 9 gigs. And
same.
Yeah, it's
I'm on 2 gigs of VRAM, 1952 megabytes, which is all that AMD will allocate from my 16 gigs of memory.
Party's not ready.
Yeah, that'll be Alex again. Yeah.
It happens a lot.
Actual system RAM utilization about 7.2 gigs by the look of it. It's going up now. We're moving into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're just about to begin here. I'm back and I'm bad at games.
Actually, what I'm going to do also is try and prove a point about how well this game scales on the CPU by unlocking my frame rate and turning up DRS up to 120 and see what happens here. See how low this goes. I want to pick Pathfinder this time. You cannot access the options while selecting characters. That's interesting.
That's okay.
That's a good thing.
Maybe when we're in the air. I like this select screen, by the way. The animations and everything. It's really nice, actually. Feels very polished and like almost like a fighting game.
It looks like a fighting game. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
It's good. It's good. In general, yeah. For me at least, the presentation is excellent in this. It's a huge step up from other battle royale games artistically. At least.
I would say that too.
Even if some people are getting upset about it being rather brown at points, I disagree. I think it looks excellent.
The cliff faces.
I see green in there. I see silver.
Yeah, and look at
blue.
Yeah, and look at those giant whatever those things are in the water. Some sort of Titanfall stuff. I'm very low res by the way right now at 45 FPS. So this is still hammering the GPU. Even I kind of want to suggest we go over there. And look at you. You're already going there.
I'm at still a little under 60. Oh no, there's other people going that way.
I'm at 480p, and
Don't go that way.
this looks this looks terrible. But see, this is the thing.
I could assure you that I'm running at a lower resolution. That's all I'll say at this point.
Oh no, there's somebody down there. Go punch him.
Three-man punching team. Let's do this. Wait, what's?
we're gonna punch him to death. Is that our strategy?
Yeah. Oh, he's got a gun.
For God's sake.
Oh, I'm punching though.
Oh no.
Oh God, there's some more people.
I'm out of here.
Oh no, I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground. Keep me up. Keep me up. Keep me up. Keep me up. No, we're all gonna die in the immediate beginning of the game.
This is an embarrassment.
It's the punch battle.
DF is not.
Oh, we're down.
Are we at this point? I don't know.
I take full responsibility as jump master for that affront.
Okay, return to lobby.
Yeah.
Let's try one more, I guess.
But I'm gonna actually do like I said though, and turn up the settings really quickly, if you guys don't mind a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna
go ahead.
Turn them. Yeah. I'm gonna turn it off. Oh, adaptive resolution target only goes up to 100. That kind of sucks. But I'm gonna turn down some settings too here just to see how well it does actually scale. Turn off everything basically. Try and keep this FPS.
Yeah, maybe this time I will turn on DRS just to see what happens here.
Yeah, if you notice it actually going down. Turn off M inclusion. It's gonna look hideous.
I don't have any inclusions.
Straight up Xbox.
Oh, I'm trying to adjust it with the gamepad. There we go.
So yeah, here we go.
Adaptive super sampling.
I'm at 144 FPS. So I'm thinking the engine has an automatic cap at 144.
Really?
Looking at this right now, I haven't obviously tested 165 hertz screen or 240 hertz screen on this, but. Yeah, it's locked at 144, 84% GPU utilization. Looks lower than 1080p on the menu, at least right now. I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm ready to go. Let's do this. We've each changed some settings, or at least Alex and I have.
Yeah. Basically, right now, I'm running the lowest settings possible with adaptive resolution scaling put to its highest amount at 1080p. And let's see if I
am doing DRS at 60.
See, what I really want to see is if you can get above 60 at the opening part, because that's always constantly below 60 and every single time I've played this game so far. I mean, not like you need actually control during that part. You're at the top of the map and you're basically barely controlling your character. Pathfinder again.
Okay.
So are you guys concerned about CPU usage or something? Because let's put this into perspective. I've got 4 Ryzen cores. Memory bandwidth is shared with the GPU.
Yeah.
It's 3.7 gigahertz max turbo on the CPU, and my CPU utilization, all 4 cores are being used, and my CPU utilization in game, it kind of seems to be kind of at a midpoint. So right now with the overview, I'm on basically about 45 to 50% on all 4 threads.
I'm jump master. I have no idea what I'm doing. I want to relinquish. I'm gonna relinquish.
I'm the jump master.
Okay.
I'm relinquishing after the ride.
Of course you are. I'm at 100 FPS right now, 97% GPU utilization, and 50 to 60 on each core here. This is awesome.
I'm hitting 60 right now, pretty consistently with DRS, and the resolution doesn't seem to be dropping that much. It's very subtle.
Yeah. At 4K, this game, it pretty much always lines up perfectly with your GPU utilization. So if you just needed like 10% less resolution, it would do that. It's really good. I love this engine's DRS.
Very, very effective.
It does make me wonder what they're going to be doing in the future. I mean, I don't know obviously how successful this game will be, but if they'll keep using this engine in the future, it's doing well right now. This looks a bit different. It's kind of not the greatest looking now, but it honestly looks probably a lot like the base Xbox One.
To me, this looks basically identical to what it did before. I'm not really noticing any resolution difference.
I'm just noticing massive pop-in regarding vegetation in the way it looks. Yeah.
There's a guy out here.
I don't have a gun yet, so I'm gonna try.
Oh no, there's too many of them.
Oh wait. Okay. Oh god, keep me alive.
Alex, what are you doing?
I'm just getting
trying
away.
to get away. I'm dying. I'm dead. Dude, this sucks. What the hell?
But you've got your super loud keyboard again.
Oh, jeez.
So what were you trying to type your way out of that?
I was trying to zip line and be very sneaky, but that didn't work at all. Did we all die? No, I'm spectating. Ooh.
I'm knocked down. There's a big firefight going on.
Oh,
here.
Did John just kill everyone?
No, I'm like hanging out over here, and I'm not sure if I should come over that way. There's still dudes over
No,
there.
not yet. I'll see if I can get over to you, assuming you're the cyan. Oh, no, I'm dead.
Yeah.
That was another profound disappointment. So, do you think they would use this game? Do you think they would use this engine for their next game? They got a Star Wars game coming, right?
Yeah, and it's supposed to have a single player focus, right? Isn't it?
Who knows? I think so.
Okay. But yeah, I kind of don't think they would, because
Oh, I'm down.
I kind of want to say if they're now owned by EA, that they would also join the Frostbite bandwagon at this point. I feel like this is more like a relic of the fact that they had probably a lot of Titanfall assets regarding the guns, especially, you can see, and things like that. That they just, obviously we have to leave match again, unfortunately, that they have to use, and importing them into Frostbite and getting the team up to speed really quickly with Frostbite would probably be a bad idea.
Yeah.
But pumping this out in an engine that already runs incredible across all platforms, basically, I think it's a really smart move. It's obviously not going to be as pretty as a Frostbite game in the end, but this genre doesn't need that.
No, and I think it looks great in its own way. Also, I'm having issues connecting to EA servers all of a sudden.
Yeah, you're out. You're out of Dictator 93 is now the party leader. So
Let's see what happens. I'm trying to.
I will add a friend. I will add you. It says you are playing Apex Legends, and I just sent you an invite.
I got an error message saying that I failed to receive token from Origin.
I think maybe you need to log in again to Origin. I don't know. So you're the jump master now, Alex.
Okay, I'll do it this time.
Okay, it involves pressing a button, proven to be quite a challenge for you.
I'm gonna presume it's gonna be the space button, which is jump. Yeah, suggest me something there, John.
Yeah, I'm just watching where everybody else is going, which I can see very clearly at native 4K.
I can't.
This is way below 1080p right now, so I haven't been over by those bones yet. Dem bones.
Let's go see them bones.
So how do I do? I just like
So wait till we get a little closer and then get ready to launch.
Okay.
There should be a prompt on screen.
All right, so I think we're good to go right now. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go. Sweet. This is very anime.
Yes,
this
but
opening.
it's great.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
So are we at 60 or are we?
I'm at 60.
Okay.
I'm at 102 FPS right now, very below 1080p, very low settings. The shadows, though, in the first cascade are still pretty crisp, though, and they're definitely still there.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so
There's that.
I guess just the lack of ambient occlusion is what makes the game look kind of like Call of Duty 4.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so
That would make sense though, considering it's the same developer. No,
oh, yeah.
I'm here all night.
In Sempella, I've got a pretty awesome looking light machine gun right now. I mean, it's also the one from Titanfall, basically.
There's moments of this game that remind me of a slightly brighter Killzone 2, actually. Like in that market, the underground market, if you guys have been there.
Yeah, I think I know why. I think it's actually like the kind of like the lights, the placement of the lights, and the corrugated like kind of metal look to a lot of things. I like the way Killzone 2 looks a lot, and I'm always surprised it was not HD remastered.
Yeah.
Still to this day. I mean, I guess the HD remaster we'll be getting will probably be PC emulation at this point. Sniper stock. Can I add this to my gun? Sure, let's do that.
So now we're all together in an amazing, completely functional, competitive team. We're all running on. Our PCs are all at 60, I assume.
Yeah.
100.
Oh, you're way over 60, aren't you, Alex?
Yeah, I'm exactly at 100. It could probably scale above 100 right now, but the dynamic res scaler is just basically keeping it there. So yeah, it could probably go above. I'm actually, if I were to add a suggestion right now, it would be to let the dynamic res scaler scale higher. Going only to 100 right now, as I can see in the menu, is pretty weird, and I'm pretty sure Titanfall scaled up to 144, maybe 143 or something like that. Yeah.
Hold on, we have contact.
Oh, we're getting shot.
I'm running away.
Yeah.
Ping it. Alex, get in here, get cover. Alex.
Well, what? I thought I was. Yeah, you got me covered. I'm coming over. We're good. No, I'm being shot, but that's all right. Awaiting recovery. It's all good.
You've been killed, Alex. I'm gonna go and respawn you, assuming nobody is there. I've got your little card.
If you guys were to add suggestions though about like graphical options or basically kind of graphics effects, what would you say? I think the game as is, based upon what it's doing right now, probably doesn't actually need much of anything. Almost looks pretty all right.
All right, I got out of there because you went over here.
All right, I just respawned, so you guys are great. Thank you for that. Did you pick up my guns?
No, because there's still combat. I wanted to finish them off.
We're getting shot at. We're getting shot at.
We're being stalked. People with competence on this title are coming to kill us.
Ugh.
Took him out.
Okay.
Really?
Really? Wow.
Sorry, we actually killed somebody in the heat of combat.
I've killed.
Oh, there's some guns over here. I'm going.
Alpha, it isn't tanking my frame rate for once. Oh, it is now. As soon as I move through it.
As you say that.
But basically, yeah.
This looks like a hand grenade.
The holy hand grenade, perhaps. The holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Of Antioch. Yeah. Also, one thing that's really awesome is how each character has a different set of hands. The robot has these awesome articulated robot hands, right?
You're right.
That looks so awesome.
Whoops.
That's pretty sweet.
That's not the ping button. This is the ping button. Come over here, guys. Join me at this grappling hook.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Got it. Grappling upward. That's very impressive. I'm not sure how they're doing that, but
It's a game, Alex.
sorry, I'm just so used to realism.
You're just used to the concept of gravity.
Some solid textures up here.
Yeah. For being in the place where characters, I mean, not some very solid geometry though. This is just
No.
like, yeah, no.
Uh-oh.
They don't look that great for me.
No.
Hashtag just saying.
I'm using still the same texture settings because 5. Where's the? Oh.
Come on down here.
Let's go this way, says Bangalore.
We're inside the next ring.
You're supplying your own sound effects now.
I mean, yeah, that's the best I got.
Oh, look at this texture here. This reminds me of Call of Duty 4.
Well, wait, let me come over to you, Dark. Yep, yeah, it does.
I wish they had a ping texture option, but I guess that the normal ping works.
Defend this area.
What do you guys think? Does this look like Call of Duty 4 to you?
It does. The opening level, actually, but
Big time.
big time.
How about this material? What do you guys think of this? This looks a little bit this is a little dated to me.
Yeah.
Not terrible, but
I think it's just mainly a lot of, I always complain about this, but any game that is just using normal maps these days, I feel like is missing out, because you can use parallax exclusion maps on surface.
Alex, let's be fair here. What they're trying to do with this game. Is that some nice GI going on here? Yeah, like the red from the banners. Look.
Yeah, I think it is actually bleeding through or something like that. I'd imagine it's done through like just local probes and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. No way.
Yeah, but it still looks. No, this
Still
game's ray
effective.
tracing. Yeah.
Oh, listen to that.
I have literally no idea what you lot are talking about because
Oh, there's
I'm on like low settings almost across the board. The resolution, well, it's kind of like I'm sort of witnessing an approximation.
This says market. We can go over here and check out this this area here. Oh, you can see like the rays going through the lettering there. It's beautiful. Oh man, you're missing out.
My volumetrics turned off right now.
I've got to see this because I have dedicated a good amount of my budget to volumetrics. My very limited budget. I don't know.
You have to pick and choose. Do you want textures or do you want volumetrics?
One thing I would actually like though is a greater granularity in that volumetrics option though. Like it just goes from off to on basically. Here's some fake volumetrics. They obviously have access to real volumetric lighting, but then they put in some fake ones right here. That's kind of weird. But doubled, muffled.
Okay.
It'd be good to have a gun. I'm gonna try and find a gun. I've got a holy hand grenade that would save the day. Oh, an arc star. Sure, let's grab that. A Self. Sweet, the wingman pistol. They do not have the automatic pistol, the tracking pistol from Titanfall in this game, do they? I don't think so. That'd be probably pretty overpowered. Ooh. I mean, they're like doing fake like cloth physics here. It's pretty cool.
So can you guys hear me again?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Because so the battery pack on my Xbox controller just ran out, and this is great. So it actually it switched the sound source for the audio, and then it switched back when I changed the battery.
You know, for being low shadows, these look pretty all right. Obviously, they're not great, but they're pretty all right looking. And the fact that they're not completely gone is great.
Nothing is happening here. This is classic battle royale.
Okay, so I am fully back in after losing some voice there.
So the less weapons, actually, the one thing I should know is you can holster your weapons to run faster, and that key is I don't know. Okay.
We're kind of actually in the center here almost.
I keep wanting to drive these Jeeps, by the way, that are everywhere, but.
Alas, we cannot. This is just, we're just doing exciting stuff here. Let's like the textures here, for instance.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I like this.
They're not bad. Yeah. Also, the grass cast shadow maps. It's kind of rare, actually. Witcher 3 doesn't even do that.
It casts shadow maps and it has the AO applied to
Yeah.
it, which you notice when the consoles don't have it. Oh, look at this balloon up here. This thing is amazing.
Can we
You guys
scale it?
You want to test your frame rates? Let's test our frame rates.
Yeah, let's do this. Sweet.
I'm sexy,
Also, look
baby.
at the they do like the backside scattering. What? Oh, cool. I don't know what's the purpose of that.
Oh, it's just
It looks cool.
It's fun.
It's to descend from above, winged death on
Death from above.
on opponents.
So let's head on over here, everyone. Oh, we need Richard.
Yeah, I'm around.
Who is
don't worry.
lacking health at the moment.
Alright. Yeah, that's kind of the cascade distance. Obviously, on low shadows is pretty brutal, but it still keeps them into the distance. They're just very unstable looking.
Yeah.
I think I may turn up the graphics again to real graphics. John, give me protection.
I got you.
There's nobody here.
So while we're standing here looking, the sky and everything here is extremely Rage. id Software's Rage. The cloud formations, which is of course Mad Max inspired to begin with, and but it has a look to it.
It is.
It's doubly appropriate for me because I actually look as though I am running an Xbox 360 game here.
I've hit apply.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, 60 FPS.
Okay. This is proving to be rather interesting, this somewhat live experience that we're undertaking
Yeah,
here.
I mean, off the cuff, I'm definitely not as intelligent. I was just gonna throw that out there.
That's kind of how it goes. Hey, look at this,
my
guys.
frame rate is not doing so well right now ever since I changed the settings. I think it's maybe because I have adaptive super sampling on. Ugh, maybe it's not coping as well.
See, this goes with what you just said, Alex, about being less intelligent off the cuff. You're like, I just changed my settings, I made them better, and now it doesn't run as well.
Yeah.
And you're
The
surprised.
game in general is not keeping to the 60 FPS. It's dropping pretty horribly. 35, 49.
So, I claim this as the Digital Foundry Sky Tower.
Mark our territory. I'll take a corner.
Just don't step on these spikes. They look pretty nasty. They look like pieces of geometry. You guys see those spikes, right?
Yeah, this just looks like a diffused texture. This looks pretty ugly, actually. Like, it's like very poorly lit right here. Probably because there's no light probe up here. There's probably just one on the ground, and it's being lit from that.
These spikes, though, these are here.
Yeah,
right?
they look really bad.
I'm just making sure it's not GPU artifacts.
No, it does look like a broken geometry coordinate where it spikes out.
The circle's closing. I think we got to go down.
My performance is just tanking right now. My God.
Oh, somebody's shooting at me.
Yeah, I don't know why.
There's somebody down here.
Yeah, I did turn on adaptive super sampling, which I may think be causing it. Let me turn that off. Everything else is
Okay,
the same.
there is an enemy in the area.
Okay, so no, this
we
is still
actually need
running
to
poorly. Ooh.
Ooh, I'm at a very oblique angle, and the texture filtering is pretty good. And there's an enemy out there.
Is how did it look on consoles? Actually, by the way, texture filtering. All right.
It was adequate.
Oh, you're getting sniped at, John.
Taking a knee. Patching up.
Where is it? Where are they?
I just saw his tracer fire from over there, but I'm getting frame drops. So
It's
just
over here, pointing in this direction.
Get out of there! Get out of there, guys!
What is there? Some sort of like nuke going on? What the?
I've been taken out.
Oh, me too.
Wow, this sucks. I have no idea what the hell's
I
going
mean,
on.
we're down to 6 squads. I think we bored all the rest of them to death.
I'll recover you in a second. I'm just kind of like suppressed or something.
That's okay.
You're suppressed. Help, I'm being suppressed.
All right.
That's it. Game over.
Okay. Well, I'm obviously not nearly as good as at this game.
So, what do you guys think? You think that's gonna wrap it up for today? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that this game scales incredible across all hardware. The fact that Richard's PC is playing this game at all is awesome.
It is.
Yeah, well, I thought it would do well because Titanfall 2 actually played really, really well on the Ryzen. That kind of inspired me to give this a shot because, well, I saw the system requirements being much the same on EA's website, but it obviously isn't. But the fact is you still can get an experience.
Yeah.
And that's important, I think, for a game like this. It's free to play. It needs to be playable on a wide range of machines, both powerful and not so powerful.
Definitely.
So I think in that sense, choosing something like Source is a great idea. I mean, you can imagine Battlefield 5 is going to have a more difficult time there, aside from having to purchase the game in the first place. But that's the thing, is you got to be able to target low-spec devices as well.
Yeah, and like it's running on the low-spec Xbox One, so there it
Yeah,
is.
absolutely.
So, well, this has been a curious experiment.
Yes. Yeah. Unlike any video we've done before.
And yeah, I guess we'll leave it there. I don't really know what else to say.
If you made it this far in the video, I salute you.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed the Digital Foundry Tower that we claimed, the Sky Tower.
We claimed a Sky Tower. We barely killed anyone. We talked a lot about textures. That was kind of...
I got a double kill with my fists. I think that's pretty cool.
That is quite impressive, actually, Alex.
I got a few kills with a gamepad on a PC game. So.
Yeah, right.
And we ran the game at 60 frames per second on a $100 integrated graphics processor. So
That's amazing.
Well done. Victory.
Okay, yes, let's round this one off then. As usual, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this thing. And ring the bell for more things to be instantly delivered to your device. But that's all from me, John, and Alex for now. Thanks for watching.